Pizzagate. People actually believe a conspiracy theory that Hillary Clinton and her former campaign manager, John Podesta, ran a child sex ring at a pizzeria in D.C. This is a lie. We all know the only people who are trapped in a pizza place are those robots at Chuck E. Cheese. I've seen Westworld. One day they're going to rise up and kill us all. Now, according to the folks...
How is he so funny in the Colbert Report, but whenever he did the Late Show, he's so bad?
With the spider eggs hatching in their brains. Clinton
so
and Podesta
good,
have a series of smuggling tunnels that connect to the basement of this pizzeria. But police refuse to investigate the basement crime scene on the flimsy excuse that the pizzeria does not have a basement.
Imagine what it would have been like if the tunnels in New York had been discovered in 2008.
Welcome one and all in here, out there.
Okay.
To the Late Show. I am your host, Stephen Colbert. Ladies and gentlemen, those who sell, what's it called? Phil? Bad news. If I look like I'd make a nice hat, it was tonight's feel-good story. The department released its largest...
Okay, here we go.
Because on Friday morning, the Justice Department released its largest batch of Epstein documents, which totals over 3 million pages. 3 million is a lot of pages. It's like when your mom says she's reading another book about Olive Kitteridge. How much can possibly happen in Maine? And it's 3 million pages of just terrible stuff. I want to thank my researchers, Brandon and Catherine, for going through it all today. Okay? Do you have a picture?
You telling me they went through 3 million pages in one day?
Do we have a picture of those guys? Here's them when they showed up to work this morning, and here they are now. I'm sorry, let's send them a cookie cake. It's a cookie cake for all those guys. Folks out there are still slogging through all the files, but they implicate a who's who of powerful men, including everyone from tech titans to Wall Street power brokers. Yes, turns out Punxsutawney Phil might be the only prominent American male who's not in there. Is what I would have said if he wasn't in there, but, and this is true, he actually appears in it 4 times.
Man.
Oh, come on. Phil, buddy.
Jesus, how? So you're saying the show got canceled, huh? So his show, apparently I'm hearing from my sources that his show got canceled.
Well, I guess that finally explains this footage.
Who's that?
No. Sad. There's one prominent guy who is in there prominently because President Donald Trump is mentioned more than 1,000 times.
President Donald Trump is mentioned more in the Epstein Files than Harry Potter is mentioned in Harry Potter. Yep. It's a lot. It's pretty bad. I mean, not wrong.
And the New York Times found 5,300 files with references to Trump and more than 38,000 references to Trump, his wife, and Mar-a-Lago.
It's a lot.
38,000 references. That seems low, frankly.
Harry Potter isn't 3 million pages.
This is the biggest story imaginable.
It's just a joke.
But for some reason, it isn't. Case in point, I led with a groundhog. Who got to me? These files include many disturbing allegations, all denied by the White House as being unfounded and false. I want to be clear about that. But among these is that before he was president of the United States, Donald Trump forced an underage girl to perform oral sex and hosted big orgy parties with young girls at one of his golf clubs.
So it's all about Donald Trump.
Even if these particular parts of the files that the Justice Department released and are denied by the White House as not being proven, what is detailed in those 3 million pages are allegations of some of the cruelest, most depraved crimes against women and kids involving some of the most powerful men on planet Earth.
Yes.
And now we've all been forced to have these details in our minds all weekend. And so I think we all deserve to immediately see this tiny dog running into the snow. There he is. There he is, fella. Now,
is this really, like, do people watch this? Like, I mean, you know what I feel like I'm watching right now? I feel like I'm watching, like, you know, in those like different random like conspiracy movies where like there's like the state-sponsored television, and it's like, oh, there was like a bunch of people that were like mercilessly killed by the state police for deciding to wear green, which is the party of the evil people. So they were all lined up and shot. And after that, here's a picture of a dog, and everybody's like, "Oh, yay!" I feel like I'm in like a dystopia watching this.
Despite its 38,000 references, these files aren't just about Trump. They embarrass a lot of big shots, a lot of head honchos and poobahs and muckety mucks.
Yes.
Take Elon Musk. Yeah, please. He's publicly bragged that Mr. Epstein tried to get me to go to his island and I refused.
Yes.
But really? Did ya? Because there's an email exchange where Musk writes, "Do you have any parties planned? I've been working to the edge of sanity this year, and so once my kids head home after Christmas, I really want to hit the party scene in St. Bart's or elsewhere and let loose. A peaceful island experience is the opposite of what I'm looking for." An email.
Yeah?
An email which was sent at 6:07 a.m. on Christmas morning. Hey, say what you want.
Yeah.
But he's a high achiever.
Uh-huh.
That proves it. It's dawn on Christmas morning, and he's already on the top of next year's naughty list.
That's funny. That's a good
There's
one.
also an appearance.
That's the first good joke. Really, you're gonna come on, man? Like, really? That's the first. That was good. Yeah, I think that was pretty good. Yeah, it's all right.
There's also an appearance in the files by Trump Commerce Secretary and Koala staring at you while he humps the branch. Howard.
So the entire thing is just leveraged about it being about Donald Trump being bad. Unredacted nude images on its website showing what young women or teen. Wait, what? The hell are they talking about? I didn't see any of this. Like, nobody talked about this. What do you mean? Sorry, Sarah, names and identifying information exposed. Oh God, like this is it's so embarrassing, guys. It's all about Republicans, exactly. So what I think is kind of interesting. It's sad, hard to laugh at that. Well, are you really shocked though? Well, it's crazy for me to see this, because it's just so blatantly dishonest. It is. It's so blatantly and deliberately dishonest. And the reason why is because very clearly, nearly everybody in power was implicated in this. Like, this wasn't a Republican thing. It wasn't a Donald Trump thing. And what I think that these people are doing that's wrong is that they're basically sidelining the idea of the Epstein Files, and they're trying to compartmentalize it around it just being about Donald Trump. Donald Trump was in the Epstein Files. Absolutely, 100%. Everybody knows that. But beyond that, like, I mean, shouldn't you talk a little bit about the fact that, like, a lot of these conspiracy theories about eating babies and stuff happen to be true? Like, at what point is it more salacious to talk about Donald Trump doing something bad than other people eating babies? Like, what is this? It's cherry picking. Like, I feel like that's the main issue that I have, is that it's not that, you know, what they're saying is necessarily a lie. It's that it is the deliberate focus on it at the expense of everything else. And whenever I see that, I'm thinking to myself, okay, Do these people really care about the Epstein Files, or do they only care about using them to negatively affect somebody who is an ideological opponent? And I think that that's the real reason why. They don't give a shit about the Epstein Files. They don't care about the Epstein Files. They don't care about these people being raped. They don't care about anybody being killed. They don't care about sacrifices or anything like that. They're just saying this because it's politically convenient. That's it. Did I miss you covering the claims from the DOJ that the Epstein is still alive? Epstein is... There's no way... Wait, what? What? No. What are we talking about? Like, from the DOJ? There's no way they said this. Now, there is this image. There is this image right here. We all know Epstein didn't kill himself. And that's him. Look at that. Is that defamation? Oh, I don't know. I think he's still alive. I don't know whether he is or not. I have no idea. So, it's a good distraction from the fact that no one's being prosecuted. Yes, nobody's being prosecuted at all from it. And I find that to be very interesting. So, constant lingering questions persist due to documented failures of prison staff, such as skipped 30-minute checks and falsified logs, which created the unsupervised environment where the suicide occurred. I mean, I'm not convinced that he's dead. Like, it's very, very likely that he's dead. Like, over 90% chance that he's dead. But, like, I'm not 100%, man. I'm really not. I feel like this stuff is pretty weird, man. It's been extremely weird. And it just feels like more and more of this going on. And I don't know if something happened or... I don't know. I mean, Jeffrey Epstein killed himself as a lack of control to avoid public shame and turn himself into a mystery that shifts blame and keeps everyone guessing. I don't know what he did. I have no idea. Start with the body. Who viewed the body? A New York medical examiner is the one that ruled it a suicide. Oh, man. Oh, man. So it just gets deeper and deeper and deeper. Wait. Oh, no. No, Bill. I have called for the full release of the Epstein Files. I have provided a sworn statement of what I know. And just this week, I've agreed to appear in person before the committee. But it's still not enough for Republicans on the House Oversight Committee. Now, Chairman Comer says he wants cameras, but only behind closed doors. Who benefits from this arrangement? Not you, and that's why you're complaining. It's not Epstein's victims who deserve justice. It's not the public who deserve truth. It only serves partisan interests. That's not fact-finding, it's pure politics. Did he AI this? And I will not sit idly by as they use me as a prop in a closed-door kangaroo cart by a Republican Party running scared. Yeah, you will. What do you mean? If they want answers, let's stop the games and do this the right way in a public hearing where the American people can see for themselves what this is really about. The thing is that I want it to be a public hearing too, but I also think that Bill Clinton only wants it to be a public hearing so he can politicize it in the way that's beneficial for him. And I think that the people know that, and that's why they don't want it to be a political hearing. And so he's going to use that ambiguity to imply that they're being biased. Again, Slick Willie. You know, he's he almost 80 years old. He's still going and doing it, right? And yeah, no, I get it. He's a good talker. That's what I would do. If I was him, that's what I would do. That's the smartest thing to do. That's a retarded Goyam take. Yeah. Is that right? Bro, I'll pull up the info on Tommy Rodham. I don't know who that is. Would you rather it be public and politicized and private and not trust the results? I think that really it's basically like who has a degree of control over it. Yeah, Mark Epstein said Trump had Epstein assassinated. Oh, I didn't see that. That's the first time I'm hearing of it. And I'm not going to spam or share this link. It's kind of on a Jeff. You can't post links, man. You can't post links in chat. Do you remember the time you said you'd stand as a third party? No. When did I say that? No, I don't want to be in I'm not going to run, guys. I'm never going to run for office. I don't want to... Guys, I couldn't even manage dealing with OTK drama. Okay? I couldn't deal with the people there. I can't run for office. It's not going to happen. Like, I get everybody thinking, oh, yeah, this is such a good idea. Guys, it would just not work. It would not work. It's not the way I am. Like, I'm just telling you, that's just the truth. Like, you might not like it, but that's the way it is. Mayor of Austin? No, then I gotta live with the fuckers. Fuck no, I don't want to deal with that. Yeah, no, I cannot do that. Don't be a pussy. I wouldn't want to let people down. I would. And not to mention, I'd never get elected. All they would need to do is play my stream. That's all they would need for me to play. Like, the kind of crazy shit that I say, there is no way that any good person would ever vote for me. I'm sorry, and everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. I say crazy shit. I say crazy shit all the time. I don't think people are ready. I don't. But Trump got elected? Would you rather prefer to be VP? Why you guys even talk about this? Like, it's not going to happen. Like, it's just not. Like, it's not going to happen. People are out of their fucking mind. What would you do if you were president? What would I do? Well, wow.